All right, ready for our first video lesson? I know I'm a little nervous, so bear with me. I might mess up just like I normally would in class. So, first thing I wanted to do is kind of go over some of the manipulatives you guys might see in your file folder. One thing that we had was the number line. That's what this thing is. I kind of did a makeshift one for you guys at home. The boys know how to start at the number. I usually say to start at the largest number just so they don't have to count quite as many. That's just a quick strategy. There's a little clip on there. If that's too hard for them to use, just take it off. But this is just a general idea. If this doesn't work out, go ahead and draw it on the makeshift whiteboard that I gave you guys. That might be easier as well. What we usually say is jumps. So when you start at, let's say, the 1 and you're adding 3 more, how many are you jumping? So you'd be jumping 3, okay? Another thing you might see in there, this is on the back of the makeshift whiteboard, is a hundreds chart, okay? So same thing, you see our hundreds chart here? Let's say we're doing 6 plus 4. We're gonna start at the 6, and we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4 to end on 10. So that's how we've been practicing that. Now the hard part is that if you get to a number, let's say 6 plus 5, they have to remember that they start at the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. They gotta go all the way down to the front where that 11 is, okay? That's the hardest part. Some of the things you'll see in there, I didn't make too many, so if you need more, let me know. Are counters. That's what the little circle things are. They're my makeshift counters. If you need more, please let me know. I think I only made about 20 each. And then I also put just a reader in there for reading at home. I know I don't teach reading this year, but just a little reader in there. That highlighted area really helps them kind of highlight that area. Sometimes the white is kind of hard for them also, so hopefully that helps them with reading at home too. I believe that's all of the manipulatives I sent home. If you guys need anything else, as always, please let me know. I also want you to feel comfortable communicating with me. If this pre-recorded does not work out, please let me know, and we can Zoom, we can do private one-on-one things if that helps. Just let me know. I do not mind at all. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I want you to look in your file folder. I have 3 little packets. One that says Tuesday, one that says Thursday, and one that says extra practice. That extra practice is up to your discretion. You do not have to do it if you don't want to. But this Tuesday should look like this. Okay? So we're gonna go ahead and do our first problem. And parents, I know this looks easy, but what we're doing is starting with review and then getting a little bit harder. We've been out of school for a little while, and it's gonna be challenging to get back in the groove of things. So we're gonna start with review each day and each week, and then hopefully get to a place where we can kind of keep progressing. Okay, so we're gonna look at this page first. So I have that packet in there for you guys to follow along with me. So bear with me, this is not the best setup in my living room. I'm gonna take my hundreds chart down. Put this up right there. Whoops, drop my magnet. All right, boys, our first problem is going to be 9 plus 7. So let's look at 9 plus 7. Okay, I'm gonna write it bigger right here. 9 plus 7. You can choose whatever way you would like. The boys have different ways that they like to do these. I know one of you really likes to use counters. The other one really likes to use a number line. You can choose whatever way you want. You can do dots if you would like. Do 9 dots plus 7 more dots, which is the same thing as about the counters. And go ahead, we're gonna solve that problem. All right, so I'm going to use the 100 chart this time. So I'm going to start at 9, and I'm going to count on 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I usually have them circle the answer. So our answer is 16, 2-digit number. Okay, we're going to work on another problem. So although these seem easy, these are horizontal problems. Our next page has vertical problems. All right, boys, this one I want you to do on your own. So the next problem is 4 plus 3 equals. We need to find that answer. Please use your counters or your number line or your hundreds chart. Go ahead, pause the video here. All right, guys, sorry, that's a really long, awkward pause. Bear with me. After you pause the video, come back on and I'm going to show you how to solve the problem now. This one, here's a new strategy. Parents, if you're sitting there, is using touch points. You know what? I'll probably actually send one of those home with you next week because I didn't do that this time. I didn't think about it. So if you want to learn about touch points, I'll send those home with you, like a little cheat sheet. Touch points. So 4, I'm going to start at 4 because it's the bigger number. I always try to get them to do that. If not, it's not a huge deal. They just have to count more. But I'm going to start at 4 because it's the first number. So 4 plus 3 more. So your touch points are going to be 1, 2, 3. They kind of just help you count. Honestly, I still catch myself doing these to this day. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to encourage the boys to count on as I just did. 4, 5, 6, 7. I did not count 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Encourage them to continue to count on. All right. Good job, boys. Now the rest of the problems on this page, I want you to do after the lesson, okay? But we're going to switch pages for right now. And parents, if you want to pause the video now and have them finish this, that is fine. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to look at the other page that has the problems vertically. All right. Now, as you can see, these numbers are up and down. Whoops, going the wrong direction. All right, our first problem, boys, is 5 plus 3. These numbers are up and down, okay? Same thing. You can use the hundreds chart. You can use your number line. Let's use a number line on this one, okay? This is a little bit small, so I'm going to maybe draw one on our board. But I'm going to start at 5. Okay, so you start at 5. 1, 2, 3. Our answer is 8. So that's the same concept with our popsicle stick. That might be a little bit small though, so you guys might have to help them draw a number line. If that doesn't work, let me know and I can print a larger one out for you guys. All right, do you boys get that answer? Let's move on to the next one. We're going to go down one because this one's a little bit harder than the one next to it. And I know you boys can do that one on your own. Okay, so we're going to do 6 plus 4. So here's 5 plus 3. We're going to go right there. 6 plus 4. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's maybe do this one. Maybe I'll draw some counters, okay? So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And honestly, the point where I would like to get them to would be to not even have to draw this 6 and only have to draw that 4, because they should say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's our answer. That one was supposed to be one you boys did on your own, and I went ahead and did it. Okay, I'm going to do one more with you boys, and then the next one I want you to pause, okay? We're going to go ahead and do that easy one because I know you boys can do it, okay? 2 plus 1. I want you boys to go ahead and do that one on your own. I'm going to have you pause the video, but come back on and click play, and I'm going to be finishing this problem, so I want you to double check it with my answer, okay? And if you don't have the correct answer, that's okay. We can't be right all the time. If you don't have the correct answer, though, I want you to figure out how to get it correct, okay? Let's do a number line. 1, 2. Okay. I'm going to start with, I did a number line again. I'm going to start with my 2. And I'm going to jump 1. That got me to my answer of 3. I hope we all had that same answer. All right. Again, that is the end of my lesson portion. Again, this is all review for a little while. We're going to do review, get us back to where we left off, and then we're going to keep progressing. I want you boys to finish these problems. They don't all have to be done today, parents, but they definitely can be if you kind of got them in that groove. Another thing, as I said in the intro video, I would like the boys to get 30 minutes of iReady lesson time. The way I do it in class would be to do it right after their lesson. They do a lesson on their path. They might need some support with that. Sometimes they just kind of like to click through it. That's okay. And that doesn't have to all be done right now. That can be done on a different day even, but 30 minutes a week doing lesson time. As you heard, an incentive I have is to give out a free Cool Cats card. If you do not want that, please let me know and we can figure out something else. For passing 10 lessons. The boys they love learning game time and cool math. That's totally okay too, but I can't check if they are passing a lesson that way. So please encourage them to get on iReady, working on their path. They shouldn't have lessons assigned. I believe those are blue, but it says teacher assigned lessons. Don't do those unless I say to, because some of those are from different teachers from their homeroom classrooms. So they're doing fractions and things like that. So please, if I have assigned a lesson, I will let you know to the boys working on their path, passing lessons. Let me know if this does not work out. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to support you guys and support your kids. Okay, thank you. I hope this wasn't completely horrible. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.